What is up, guys, and welcome back to another v1.0 Plays playthrough. I'm doing like what is customary after I release a combo video. So yeah, so recently I released a combo video for Zafina here. It was fun, and as I said, it's customary for me to do one of these videos kind of going a bit more in depth into kind of what I did force, you know, Zafina here, and yeah, just generally give a commentary on, you know, the things I added, the things I changed, just to yeah, kind of flesh out the ideas that I presented in the combo video that I just released. So yeah, so Zafina, she's cool. I was, to be honest, similar to with Anna, right? Like I wasn't really a Zafina player in the same way that I wasn't really an Anna player, but like, you know, as with many things, you know, like characters just kind of grab you, right? And I ended up kind of delving into the second rabbit hole and just kind of doing basically what I did with Anna, is, you know, giving Zafina like some tools to kind of, I guess, stir up the imagination in terms of, you know, what Zafina might be capable of in Tekken 7 were she a Tekken 7 character, right? And I'm not going to go into the politics of it, right? Who knows if at this stage they're even going to reveal any more Tekken characters, any kind of legacy characters in Tekken 7. In my opinion, I'm kind of sitting on the fence more towards the side of they probably won't. As pessimistic as that makes me sound, you know, I always have hope, right? You know, because hey, you know, why not be optimistic, right? But like, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not saying that like they absolutely won't. You know, in my opinion, like, it's not as if there won't. Like, there's absolutely no chance, right, that we'll see any returning legacy characters. Rather, you know, I just am on the fence, you know, and, well, you know, that's pretty much my stance, right? You know, if they indeed do reveal some legacy characters, right, I think we have, like, Geese Howard coming out soon. Is it next month? So yeah, we have a new character, a guest character, but like in terms of legacy characters, we'll see, you know. But I can't really say at this point, you know. I was a bit hopeful, as I did Anna and all of the other stuff that I did prior to the release of Tekken 7, because hey, the game hadn't been out yet. There was still a lot of hope, right? But now that the game has been out for close to half a year, right? Not quite half a year, but like getting close to half a year, then I don't know, you know, I just don't know. But in any case, that's enough preamble just in terms of like my thoughts on returning characters and the like. Again, I'm not really interested in getting into the, you know, is this character gonna come back? I know like some people have been saying, leaving comments like that on my Zafina combo video, you know, and things of that nature, but like, I don't know is my honest answer, right? And like, I know it's like, yeah, like I wish this character was back. Zafina is cool, I wish she was in the game, but you know, we'll see. So anyway, let's get into it now, shall we? A preamble out of the way. So, I guess I'm just gonna go down a list of things that I've done, right? So I have like the README file on my Google Drive with all of the codes. So yeah, all of that is already up there. So go and download it, you know, have some fun. If you're feeling at all nostalgic for the Tarantula Queen here, is you know, right in front of us. So if you're feeling nostalgic for a bit of Zafina, then I welcome you to go and try it out. You know, again, this is Tekken 6, but like if you own a PSP or even a Vita and you have a copy of Tekken 6, then, you know, why not, you know, give it a try. But anyway, so I gave her screw moves, the very kind of you know, basic tools of Tekken 7. Yeah, so I'll just go down the list here, I guess. But yeah, so the first one, as you saw there. I mean, the thing is, like, some of these have already been covered, right? Because this combo video that I did for Zafina here is not the first combo video where I tackled her, you know? I did a video prior to this where I kind of took a number of, you know, old Tekken characters and I gave them screw moves, right? So, or tailspin moves, as I was calling them back then, because we weren't really, well, I wasn't really sure about the nomenclature that was going to be used for this new bound, you know, replacement. But yeah, so some of the ones we've already seen. So like Forward 4 was one that I already introduced in the Forgotten but Not Out Volume 2 combo video. So that was one we already saw. Another one is down forward 3-4. And I'm going to talk about while running 3 combos in a second, right? Because I did tweak that so that like while running 3 could be used as a really powerful filler in Zafina's combos. Yeah, but like, yeah, so down forward 4 was already in my old combo video. Another one that was also in old combo video was the really special one that really kind of like cements like Zafina's, like, you know, bread and butter. Like, you know, it's really similar to like her Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2 combos, in that I added forward 3+4 as an option out of Scarecrow stance. You know, it is forward 3+4, and that is also a screw move. So like she retains with this addition like the kind of like bread and butter that we saw in Tekken 6 and Tekken Tag 2. So yeah, that's another one that we saw that I introduced. Ones that I did not introduce are forward 3, if I can get it to hit. Zafina herself is a small character, so I don't know if I can hit this. Usually this hits, but it's probably on larger characters, but we can add a jab in there, and it should combo. Yeah, so we can do this, as you saw in the combo video. Of course, if you watch my combo video, you'll also know that forward 3 was one of the power crush options that I gave to her. But I will get into that in a second once we've covered the screw moves and other moves such as that. You know, just like the changes that I've done overall on her moveset. Well, we'll cover the screw moves first. So yeah, so forward 3. Here's another screw move. If you know Zafina, then you know that she also has another kind of string, I suppose, that leads to this move, and that is Scarecrow. Scarecrow down 3-3, not down 3 down 3, but down 3-3. So what was the thing I did in the? Yeah, what was that? Oops. Let me try this one more time. We're trying to do a specific combo here. It's the one. I'll talk about that in a second as well, because that's also something that I modified. So yeah, this move, yeah, I'll talk about in a sec. It didn't exist in Tekken 6, obviously, so I ported over all of her moves, as I did with E.Anna, from Tag 2 into Tag 6, and then tweaked them. But yeah, so Scarecrow down 3-3. They're both of these moves are screw moves on regular hits, so they don't have to be in the air. You can just screw them if it hits them. The next one is a pretty cool one that really this is the move that kind of launched me into this whole, you know, Zafina thing that I did recently, and that is Mantis down 1-4 right? Mantis down 1-4. Yeah. So this is pretty cool. This is already a combo. This is actually a combo that can be found in the Tekken 6 command list, right? Except, like, obviously, Mantis stance down 1-4 is not obviously a screw move, but like this does exist in the Tekken 6 combo command list, funnily enough, right? But like, yeah, so like that last hit is now a screw move, and yeah, that's not gonna reach. But yeah, so that's another one, and I think that is it. There's also something, but this is more like a Tekken Tag 2 thing than anything else. All I really did was to slow down the screw animation for P2 there. I did the same with forward 3 because technically in Tekken 6, like the screw animation is quite fast, right? But like obviously in Tekken 7 with the screw property, like, you know, the animation was slowed down, and so I did slow down this animation and also counter hit while standing 3. If I can reach. Yeah, that move I'll also talk about. That's a new move that I gave to her. But yeah, so those are all of her screw moves. Yeah, so yeah. With this, like, Zafina becomes her combo, like her kind of combo translation into Tekken 7, you know, with all of the things I've given her, like, actually seems really, really solid, right? You know, with the, you know, with all of these screw moves that she has, you know, like her combo game would be really solid. You know, the combos are really easy. Yeah, her combos, like, they're really, really easy, you know. It's just like this in itself, like her kind of bread and butter that is basically from Tekken 6 and Tag 2, except now we have a new move out of Scarecrow, forward 3+4. It's really easy to do, right? And like it has like a really, really good wall carry, you know. Yeah, so down forward 1-2-1 is obviously another move that I ported over from Tag 2, courtesy, of course, of Mr. Sadamitsu. So yeah, yeah, her combos are really easy, right? And like, I guess I'll talk about now, like, I'm not really going in order anymore, but like, you know, since we're on the topic of combos, right? Like, I guess I'll talk about like some of the things that we can use in the combo. So like I mentioned, while running 3, this move I pretty substantially like reduced like the recovery on it, right? So like I think it's like, I don't know the frame data precisely, but like, you know, I did like I kind of trimmed off like the recovery for this move quite a lot, right? And that was to enable the use of, for example, you know, down forward 1 while running 3 after. So like you use while running 3 in combos after the screw, right? So so you screw while running 3 and then anything after that, right? And you can also do that, right? So like that is after 4 hits before the screw, and then you can do while running 3 into down forward 4-1 as an ender. I don't think it works with anything more than that, so like you can do like no, just do. The thing is, like, they have to be a certain distance as well, so like it only like while running 3 is really only an option after certain like combo starters, right? So, but in any case, yeah, so you can do 3 hits pre-screw. And after that you can get down forward 1-2-1, But after that, down forward 1-2-1 doesn't work. So yeah, they drift a bit too far. So after 3 hits, you could even do. Let me think. You could even do this maybe. No, they're a bit close after that, but yeah, they're a bit close, but yeah, but if it's 4 hits, you can do you can do, it's a bit laggy, but yeah, you can do down forward 4-1 there. But like, yeah, but like while running 3 is kind of janky, but like it's janky, I suppose, in a good way. So actually, let me go quickly to a infinite stage. Let me just quickly, yeah, this is it's not really related, but whoops. But I'll show her other costumes. It's me being pedantic. You know. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit janky in the sense that it actually has a lot of active frames while running 3. I'm not entirely sure on how many frames the move is active for, but it's quite a few, right? So you can hit them as early as there, and you can also like, it can hit really late. Let me just try and show it off. It's too close. Still too close. Yeah, see? And this applies in combo as well, right? So like after certain combos, very conveniently, like her bread and butter like this, it hits late, right? I don't know if this would actually work in Tekken 7, but like in this case, right, since like while running 3 hits them so late, like it floats them up late and allows you to do like things like 1+2 at the end of it, right? So there's number of things you can do. Some of them are like character dependent, like obviously like, Zafina is a small character, so against her, like, you know, the most optimal combo ender is while running 3 1+2 to spike them. And it's a bit laggy for some reason. I think it's because I'm recording, but let me just quickly change something. Sorry, screen's gone dark. I'm just changing some things here. Hopefully this will speed things up. Alright. Hopefully. I don't know if it will, but yeah. So you can get that. That would translate to, like I said in my description for the Zafina combo video. Let me move my camera over slightly actually. Yeah, so like I explained in the description, it's only a rough estimate, but like if you subtract 20 from combo damage in Tekken 6, then you get the Tekken 7 equivalent, right? So like any combo that does 80 damage in Tekken 6 is about 60 damage in Tekken 7. But yeah, so you can also do back 1. I also showed in the combo video that you can do forward 1+2, but you can't do it on small characters, so it's not going to work against Zafina here. Yeah, so Lily is the one I did it on in the video. I guess she classifies as a big character despite being female. Yeah, it's quite laggy for some reason. Yeah, there's someone above there. But yeah, you can also do back 1+2. And yeah, we're not going in order at all, right? And this is kind of like, I'm a bit scatterbrained anyway, so like I don't really, I can't really stay like on track very well. But like yeah, so back 1+2, you'll notice, and it'll be in the README as well. But like it recovers in crouch now, which makes more sense, right? Because before it didn't, it recovered in standing, so it was a bit weird. Like it's like it's a decent low poke because it high crushes and everything, right? But like, I don't know, like in my opinion, like I wouldn't call myself like a real Tekken expert, but like in my opinion, like recovering in crouch gives Zafina more options, right, than just recovering and standing, right? So with this, you know, if they try and like hit you, if they block it or something, you have access to while standing 4. You have access to while standing 1, and you know all of her while standing moves. Even while standing 3, you know, if they're gonna overextend, you can combo hit them and get a screw, right? So like that recovering in crouch was like a no-brainer for me. It just makes so much sense. It's similar to like, you know, Elisa with her down back 3. Like, you know, it just makes more sense to me. So yeah, this recovers in crouch. And from here, like of course you also have full crouch, down forward 3. You also have another move. Again, I'm completely doing this out of order now, but like, so you have this, right, which is also in the readme. This was not a string in and of itself before. It was part of this string, right? But like, I always found it a bit goofy to have 1+2 like as the starting, you know, move, because it's weird, you know, like if you hit them normally, yeah, fair enough, right? But none of that string is a natural combo anyway. I believe. So if we do stand to guard, okay, the first 2 hits are a natural combo. I tell a lie. But yeah, like regardless, I mean, like if they mash buttons, right? If they're a complete noob, then like, you know, you could get them with the full string, but like I added this as an option as well, and this is notated forward 3+4 4. This also then leads into rage drive, right? So any knockdown such as this or this leads into the rage drive, which I'm going to discuss in a second, right? You saw like the usage of it in the combo video, but like, yeah, so yeah, this is another new move that I gave her. Yeah, so like I mentioned, she has all of her Tekken tag 2 moves, down 3. Also transitions into Mantis stance by holding down. She also has this cancel, right? Unfortunately, like I didn't have access to the actual transition animation there, so you see it's a bit abrupt, right? It looks a bit weird. It's because I didn't have access to the actual animation for the cancel there, but you can now cancel to 2-1-3 into Mantis stance. Yeah, so that was another thing. Forward 1+2 I already mentioned. I guess I'll talk about this move now. This is also something that you can use in her combos. Right, it's really, that looks fucking sick, honestly. And that's exactly why I tweaked this move slightly, so that you could do that, right? You might also have seen, like in the combo video, I did things like whatever it was. Let me try and remember what it was. I think I did. Yeah, I did that. Right. So you know. So like tarantula moves come out really quickly now from this stance. There's actually a reason for that, like for whatever reason, like I don't know, like it could be animation corruption, I'm not entirely sure, right? So like maybe if, you know, Sadamitsu, you're watching this, like, you know, like I don't know. It's just, I don't know, like, I'm not exactly sure why, but like, when you play the full animation for this move, after I ported it, like, the last few frames of the move glitch, like, Zafina, like, rotates weirdly, it's really weird, right? So, like, that's why I kind of had to, like, improvise and change this move slightly. So, like, if you compare, like, this move side by side with the Tekken Tag 2 version, the ending frames are a bit different, like, yeah, like, in this, like, it looks like she's, like, slowly, ever so slowly at the end of it, like floating towards the ground. That's compensation for like the last few frames of the animation being weird. But in any case, like, that also means, right, that like you can do tarantula moves really quickly from up forward 1+2, right? Which means that you can do crazy shit like up forward 1+2, tarantula 1+2 at the end of the combo, which is fucking awesome, you know. So I don't really see that as a problem, right? Even though like it was kind of an issue that spawned this move having like the recovery frames reduced, right? But like in the end it worked out, and like she has a really cool way of ending combos if she so wishes, right? So yeah, so that's why you can do crazy fast transitions like that. It looks like one whole, like one string on it by itself when you do that, right? But yeah, but because this now recovers so quickly into tarantula stance, I had to make a few adjustments. The main one being, really the only one, being like that tarantula down 1+2, as you see there, doesn't trip anymore on normal hit, right? Usually it trips. Usually this is what happens. Right, you get that trip on normal hits. I don't know if that was the case in Tag 2, but I'm guessing it was. In Tekken 6 it definitely was the case, right? But like, yeah, but this move no longer trips on normal hits, because yeah, with the tweak I did with this move, like it would just come out too quickly and it'd be too cheap, because you would just have like a guaranteed knockdown pretty much. I mean, obviously like they still can block it, right? Even on hits, like, you know, this isn't natural, like, you know, you're not going to get that guaranteed. So yeah, I can show it here. Yeah, none of this shit is guaranteed, but like it comes out really quickly, which is why I took out the knockdown for this move on regular hit, right? It still knocks down on counter hit, but you don't really get anything. You get like mix-ups, I guess, because you enter Mantis stance, right? Yeah, but anyway, so that's that move. I don't think there are any other tweaks I did to that move or the tarantula stance. Obviously, tarantula 2 is the other power crush move, which I'll move into. I know they're both launchers. I don't know how feasible that would be, but it was nonetheless an experiment I did, you know. Just like, it just came to my mind, you know. I wasn't really thinking in terms of like, well, would this be too cheap, you know? But you know, anyway, moving on. 1.3, of course, did not transition to Scarecrow in Tekken 6, but they added that transition into Tekken Tag 2, so I added that also. You might notice the animation here when I cancel out of the Scarecrow transition by holding back, so like 1.3 to the back, is not the same as the one in Tag 2, right? Again, that's because I didn't have access to the cancel animation, or rather I didn't have access to the animation that moves from like her regular 1.3 into Scarecrow, right? So I just replaced the 3 in her 1.3 string with like just a regular 3, which is why, you know, it's basically this, right? As you can see there, right? But it's actually different in normally, right? It's really minor difference. You know, it really doesn't matter. It's just it's just like an aesthetic thing, right? Anyway, next thing. Okay, so you might have seen me do this. So I added this transition. This is back 3, hold down into Mantis. I borrowed the animation off of Scarecrow 3+4. So that kind of transition at the end of that. That's what you're seeing with that, and it fits really well, right? It's slightly bouncy, but that's only because like I had to kind of like make sure that the transition like allowed like ground hits, right? Because if it cancels too early, if like the transition is too early from like normal back 3 into like that transition animation there, it doesn't hit grounded, right? So I had to make sure that like the minimum amount of frames were there, so that like this move would hit grounded when you cancel into Mantis. Right. And now for some reason, that's weird. One second. There's a bit of weirdness there. I don't know if it's like the emulator's lagging or whatever, but like there should be a screen shake. I think there's definitely a screen shake when you hit them normally, right? But like when they're on the ground, there should be a screen shake, but for some reason there isn't. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe there just isn't. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so you can transition there into Mantis stance, which is fucking cool, right? As you saw there, there's also a new move that I gave her, which is this move from her down 2, right? Normally you can only do down 2 4 3, right? But now you can do down 2 3, which is just back 3 tagged onto down 2, right? And the primary use of this move, and basically the reason why I dreamt up this move was as like a spike. Like a no-tech punish, basically, right? So like this Tekken 7 spike animation, right, is techable, right? Obviously, like I haven't implemented it into Tekken 6 because so far the animation doesn't exist. If it did, maybe I would add it, you know, because that would be fun. Like if people could like get up, you know, could tech out of this, right? But like, yeah, so like technically speaking, they can tech out of that spike, right? But if they don't, right, then you get. I can hit this combo now with the lag. Let me just do. So that is all guaranteed if they don't tech, right? Because so like you hit them in the middle of that animation if they don't tech. If they do tech, you wouldn't hit them with down 2. They'd block it. But like down 2 then spikes them again normally, so it becomes like a normal spike. Again, I don't know if this would work in Tekken 7, but it works here, right? So like you have Tekken 7 spike, then you have like a regular or traditional spike with down 2, and then that makes it so that obviously they can't tech a spike animation, which makes the 3 on the end of that string guaranteed, right? So it's pretty crazy, right? But obviously then like this is built into back 3 already, right? Which is that like they get knocked back. They get knocked back after. Okay, now it's working. Or maybe it's just back 3. I'm not sure. It's weird. Yeah, for some reason that's not working now. Oh well. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, what I was saying there was like they get knocked back. Oops. After back 3 there. So yeah, so you can't really chase them down, but you can end up in Mantis stance to kind of go in and like do whatever you need to do, you know. So yeah, that's another little cool addition that I gave to Zafina. Yeah. Yeah, so like so the specific, like, you can really only do that after either at the wall, because they don't drift that far after a spike. But like you can really, in like a normal situation without the wall, you can only really do down 2 3 after a 1+2 spike, because all other moves kind of like send them a bit too far. Right, so like after Scarecrow 3+4, they drift a bit too far. If I will stop transitioning into thingy there, yeah, they're a bit too far there. They can. That's not a combo there, but after 1+2, yeah, you can. What else is there? There's I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I guess I can do that. Yeah. That's a bit too slow. Yeah, just like, long story short, like the only time that you can use in the open down 2 3 is after 1+2 spike, right? But that means that you can do a long combo. And yeah, then like 1 plus 2 is still going to work, right? The only case where that doesn't work is at the end of this. If I can fucking hit it. Yeah, they get a bit too far there, even though it's 1 plus 2. But like if you 1 plus 2 them after a screw, if you dash up, do 1 plus 2, then you have access to that. So yeah. Let's see here. 1 second. Forward 3 plus 4 3 I already talked about. Oh, you can also do this move from crouch. It's just an artifact of how the move was coded, right? But like you can do things like this. If I can do it quickly enough. Right, so you can like crouch and then immediately do that. So you can do forward 3 plus 4 3 3 plus 4 4 out of crouch, right? So you can think of it as full crouch forward 3 plus 4 4 as well, right? So that's useful, right? If they're jab happy, if they're jabbing you like fucking crazy, then you can just like crouch and then do this, and then if you counter hit them, this is guaranteed, right? So normally this is not guaranteed. It's not a natural combo. Not a natural combo, but on counter hit, it'd be a natural combo or an NCC, right? A counter hit natural combo. Counter hit natural combo, right? So yeah, that's interesting. So I talked about Tarantula down 1 plus 2 not tripping. Oh yeah, down forward 1 2 1. A really like probably her best addition in my opinion. That could be argued, I suppose, but like in terms of new moves, that's probably the best addition because like this is like her bread and butter like wall combo. You know, just a really good string, mid. You know, is it even that punishable? I don't know. Like obviously this is not accurate because like I think I had to use a different block and hits animation to the one in Tekken Tag 2 because the one in Tekken Tag 2 would have been a pain to program in, you know, and define and everything. So like I just gave her this. But yeah, so this is not a natural combo, as it wasn't in Tekken Tag 2. So the first 2 hits of down forward 1 2 1. So down forward 1 2 is a natural combo, but the last hit is not a natural combo, right? Of course, on counter hits, it is a combo, right? Also, I do believe this did not exist in Tekken Tag 2. But the last hit on counter hit is now a launcher. And that crumple stun is tricky, right? Because like yeah, down forward 1 doesn't sometimes just a lot of the times I've found it just doesn't hit. Sometimes it does, but like a lot of times it doesn't. So it's really that crumple stun is really hard to combo off of it unless you have rage, right? And I'll get into that in a second. So that's another instance where rage drive is useful as a combo tool. But anyway, so yeah, down forward 1 2 1 while running 3 I talked about has more pushback. That's because like if it didn't have that pushback, you would be able to combo half of it. You know, you would be able to do down forward 1 after it. So I had to increase the pushback on that. Also adding 1 2. So this is different from Tag 2. In Tag 2 they changed this so that it launches on normal hits. But I always, I mean, I say always, like I didn't really play Zafina. I didn't play Zafina at all really, so I don't know much about this character to be honest. But like, but that's a bit cheap considering the fact that she has, I think that's 16 frames, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? This is 16 frames, so like it basically like obsolesces this move if you have a move that's 15 frames that launches, right? So I reverted it back to its Tekken 6 status, so it has this animation, right? But another reason why I kept the Tekken 6 animation for while standing 1 at the very least is because if you have rage arts, not rage art, but rage, then this will become a combo, right, again. So that's another instance for rage drive combos. Forward 4-2. Yeah, forward 4-2 is another note I wrote here. Forward 4-2 is pretty much, I didn't change it, but this means that like it's not easy to combo off of. If anything, like I think the only time that you can really combo with forward 4-2 is after Tarantula 2. Like all other things, it's just too slow. You know, even this. Yeah, it's too slow. I was thinking about like making it faster, but like I don't know. You know, I guess I could, but like, yeah, no, that would make it more like Tag 2, I suppose. But in Tag 2, you could do crazy shit like you could do forward 4-2 after while standing 2. You know, I don't know. maybe I should have changed it to reflect that, but like it would mean that I would have to like somehow make this launch higher, because I think that's basically what it did. Like in Tag 2, I think they made while standing 2 launch higher so that you would have more airtime to use forward 4-2 on. But in any case, forward 4-2 really only combos after Tarantula 2. You know, that's really the only time that it combos, and you have to press it really strictly. It's like how Hwoarang's like just frame skyrocket used to work with his and then using like backlash after that. Like that used to be quite like a technical hard combo to pull off, but like in Tekken 7 it's now really easy. But like, yeah, in any case, yeah, so that's that. Back 3. That's a very minor thing that I did. Yeah, I found it weird that like, obviously like the normal versions of this move, up 3 and up forward 3 knock down, like really hard. It's like, get down, get the fuck down, you know? But then like when you did like up back 3, like what it just tapped them. It didn't knock them down, right? And it just looked really funny, right? So like I was like, I know this isn't like, no one's ever gonna use this move, right? But like I thought that, you know, I would make at least them knock. I would actually at least put like a knockdown animation for them, right? Otherwise it would look weird. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can add there. So I guess we'll talk about like Power Crush and Rage Drive. So Power Crush, forward 3. So that's like basically like a Hwoarang level Power Crush, right? Because it screws, right? And I believe that like I don't know if there are any other characters in Tekken 7 that have a Power Crush that screws, aside from Hwoarang. I can't think of any at the top of my head, but like, yeah, so that makes Hwoarang's Power Crush really cheap, and that's what makes Zafina's Power Crush that I gave her really cheap, right? But not only did I give her this cheap ass fucking Power Crush move, I also gave her another Power Crush move, right, which is even more fucking cheap because it fully launches them, you know, right? And like again, like I usually add things like I think maybe went a bit overboard with Zafina, but like it was just so fun adding all of these things. But like if in the same way that like with Anna, I think there was one move that I added. I think it was her. I think I made up forward 3+4 for Anna, count hit launch. You know, in the same way that I would take that out, I think I would take this Power Crush out as well. Whoops, I don't want Rage just yet. You know, but I just thought that, you know, at least, you know, seeing as Zafina is like a stance character, she should have a Power Crush out of one of her stances, like Leo, because Leo has 1+2 normal Power Crush, but she also has 1+2 out of box stance, which is a Power Crush, right? But yeah, so Zafina, cheap Power Crushes. I don't know if most people would agree with me adding these two launching Power Crushes. Forward 3 maybe, because again it shares the same characteristics as Hwoarang's Power Crush. But Tarantula 2 may be a bit cheap, fully launching, right? But you know, but I thought that I would, you know, but the idea that I went for was like give her a normal Power Crush, and then give her a Power Crush out of stance, right? So. And like, yeah, like, I mean, maybe like Mantis down forward 3. I don't know. Like the Mantis moves, none of them really grab me as like Power Crush moves. Tarantula again, maybe 1+2, maybe. You know, I can't really think of any. You know. Maybe something from Scarecrow, I don't know. But yeah, forward 3 just leapt at me. You know, again, even though it's a screw, you know, Power Crush move, it just leapt at me. I was just like, you know, that move has to be a Power Crush move. I know it's screws and it's cheap or whatever, but like, anyway, so those are Power Crush moves. The window on Tarantula 2 is actually a bit bigger, which like really doesn't help because it's already cheap that you can launch them with a Power Crush move. But to kind of compromise for this, or to make this fair, like I actually made it so that Tarantula 2 is really punishable. I don't know if it's launch punishable. I tried to make it launch punishable by taking like the quickest recovery block animation from P2 and grafting it onto like the block animation for Tarantula 2. But yeah, but it is very punishable. I don't know if that's launch punishable, probably isn't. But that's at least minus... I don't know. In any case, it should be launch punishable. If you have a Power Crush move that fully launches, it ought to be launch punishable, you know. That's the only way to make it fair, really, but... Or make it really... Yeah. Make it launch punishable. Make it really linear. I don't know, but like, you know. Anyway, that's Power Crush. Let's move on to Rage Drive, which is probably the most exciting addition I gave to her, right? So, Rage Drive. So she has a Rage Taunt, similar to the one I gave to Anna. Same notation, up, back, 1+2. You can use it to activate Rage, or if you're lazy and you can't be arsed with that shit, there's also a Rage Always On code that you can activate. I'll show you here. If it's going to capture, yeah, okay. Yeah, Rage Always On, just activate that bad boy. And you won't have to, up back 1+2. That's an animation from her, yeah, it's basically that. I thought it was fitting. Yeah, you can do this as well. I think you're invulnerable as well, like, so you can make, it's weird. I don't know. I think you're invulnerable for like the first few frames of that. It's really weird. But anyway, yeah. So Rage Drive, down 4, 3, 3+4. As you can see, it's not a natural combo. It is not a natural combo. Why is she blocking? Weird. So you have to, if you want to do the grounded version, which is the most damaging thing you can do with this Rage Drive, you have to counter hit them. So you have to counter them, otherwise this will not connect. They'll block it. Unless they mash a button. If they try and press a button, but they probably won't. If they were to know this, you know, rage drive from Zafina, then they probably won't touch anything, right? But yeah, so it has that cool Devil Jin bound thing going for it. I don't know how I managed to come up with this, but I thought it was really cool. Yeah, so it's basically like Devil Jin style rage drive, right, where you bound them. Because I think that Devil Jin's the only person, I could be wrong, maybe there's someone else I'm forgetting. Maybe there's someone else that I'm forgetting. That has like a Devil Jin style bound, like, you know, like an old bound kind of a rage drive, but like, so yeah, that's the reason why I gave Zafina one, because at the top of my head I think only Devil Jin has one of those. I could be wrong, but anyway. But yeah, so it does that, but also it screws, which opens up so many possibilities, right? So like I had it in my mind that like basically like, yeah, her rage drive isn't really like a really damaging rage drive, nor is it really like a, I wouldn't say it's a combo extending rage drive, because a lot of the rage drives in Tekken 7 are like combo extenders, right? Like, for example, Elisa's rage drive, or Lee's rage drive, or who else has a rage drive that extends combos? Lily's rage drive. You know, so a lot of people have rage drives that extend combos. Yeah. Whereas Zafina's, well, and then you have other characters like Leo, Nina, Law, which, you know, which is more war carry, right? Zafina doesn't have that. And her rage drive is not a combo extender. If anything, it's a combo generator, right? If you want to think of it like that, right? So the reason I say that is because, again, like, it doesn't, you're not going to be using this rage drive at the end of combos or in the middle of combos, really. You're going to be using it at the beginning of combos, right? So like a lot of Zafina has a lot of knockdown moves like this, right? Moves like that. What else is there? She has sidestep 1+2 as well. So she has a lot of knockdowns, or like, yeah, she has a lot of knockdowns like that on counter hit. She also has that pesky crumple stun that I mentioned before, that is really hard to combo off of. Right. The other move that does that is back 1, I think. But with rage drive, you can combo off of them, right? So I showcased all of these in the combo video. The reason I sidestep left there is because normally, like, this is really hard to combo otherwise. You can still combo, but sometimes, like, if you're too much to the right hand side, it doesn't really combo like that, right? But yeah, so you can do sidestep. Obviously you won't be able to do sidestep right 1+2 because it puts you too much on the left side and it doesn't connect, right? You have to be on the right side for this to connect. Yeah, but yeah, so that's basically the utility of her rage drive. You know, really cool. Like, basically, like, when she has rage, she has so many more, like, new opportunities to combo, like after any knockdowns. You know, see. Yeah, obviously, yeah, you can't do half of that, but like, you might be able to actually. Let me see. I'm not sure. I think like that. This is a bit weird. Oh, you can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So yeah. yeah. So yeah, that is Zafina's badass rage drive. I'm just trying to think if there's any kind of things I need to mention now about this. It doesn't work from the back. This doesn't work from the back. And it doesn't work in terms of combos, right? So yeah, it doesn't work in terms of combos. Although a lot of her combos do work from the rear. Weirdly. I love that ender. Yeah, so okay, I think that pretty much covers everything. I'm probably missing one or two things. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention. Oh yeah, I guess I should show all of the instances. Like there's this as well. So that becomes a combo opportunity. What's the other? There's one more that's like that. I forgot what it was. It's not this. This doesn't work. No, this doesn't work. I'm wondering if you can do anything after that, actually. I guess not. I remember there's another move that has a weird knockdown like this. Like where they're like face down, feet towards. But I can't remember at the top of my head so far. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the entire command list, but yeah, like, yeah, that's pretty much Zafina. Like, I think I pretty much covered everything. Obviously, this isn't possible because you only have rage once, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, I really can't remember anything right now. Okay, in any case, I'm going to move on anyway. This video is already getting too long. Because there's one more thing I want to talk about. And that is E.Anna. I actually made like one or two kind of like changes to E.Anna. Nothing major, but I did add one or two things that I thought that would show off. So like, not only will you find Zafina's codes in the description below, but if you have E.Anna's codes, then there is an update to them in the description also, right? And I'm going to now go into what I did for E.Anna, right? So 1 second. Okay. Oops. Alright. Let's move on to E.Anna.
E.Anna Williams. E.Anna Williams. Jin Kazama. Get ready for the next attack.
Okay, so Anna. The first thing that I did to update her was to update her bound code. If I can get it to work. 1 second. Gotta refresh it. Okay. Yeah, so I updated the bound remover code to reflect the one from Tekken 7. You can do that. That's a bit weird. The reason for that is because like the pushback on the bound remover is not the same for Anna as it is for Zafina, and that's because like I couldn't find the right pushback value for Anna. So like they should really be pushed back a bit more than that, but regardless, we have the now have the animation. Another thing I guess I should say is that like not all moves that used to be bound moves in Tekken 7 have this new spike, right? A lot of them have like the normal spike where you just spike them onto the floor. But of course, you know, to go through all of the moves again would take a lot of work. But yeah, maybe some of the moves like wouldn't have like a Tekken 7 style like kind of roll back spike here. But if anything, that's probably like a good thing for the opponent, because it means that they can tech out of it, right? So anything with this, they can tech out of it. Whereas like a traditional spike, let me try and think of one. What move does Anna have that is a traditional spike? What do you think? That's a bound. I can't think of one at the top of my head. But anyway, yeah. So that's the first difference. Let me get through this as well. Yeah, I've got to burn through this. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to change that right now. We always have to burn through that first one. But yeah, so they should really travel further than that. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah. But anyway, that's the first edition. The second edition is actually something that was suggested by me by Sadamitsu, right? And I thought I would display the results of that in this video. So like I actually added an old move, which is Tekken 5's sidestep 3, right? This is Tekken 5's, Anna's Tekken 5 sidestep 3. It's a cool looking move. It's like, it looks like, it reminds me of like Lei's standing 3. It's fun. It's fun to use. Anyway, yes, and it's also a screw move, so you have another screw move at your fingertips, right? Let me see if I can. I'm not using the insta-bound codes. If anything, like the insta-bound for Anna was just an experiment I did. Like, it's fun. Like, it is fun. Like, it's not as that it's bad, but like I'm just used to like the Tekken Tag 2 thing, you know. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah. I'm trying to do this. Should be possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. You just have to be faster. Sorry. I forgot how fun Anna was. I might play her a bit more now. Now that she has this new thing. Damn it. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely a thing you can do. Let me just try to make it more simple. It's definitely possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. And as you saw there, like, I should mention that, like, this is Party Edition Anna. I just basically decided with the latest edition, the latest version, to just add everything that I added for Anna, you know, so she has everything. All of her screw moves. And now she has a new screw move. So what happened to her old sidestep 3? It's still there, but I changed the notation. It's now sidestep 3 plus 4. Yeah, so still there. Yeah, so good suggestion, Mr. Sadamitsu. That's a really good one. Looks really cool. I didn't even have to tweak anything; it just worked. You know, obviously, like it's not a move that has a ton of range to it. You know, so like, and it makes sense, you know. But like, yeah, it really only stays consistent after like after 4 hits. But 4 hits? There might be more actually. Let me think. Yeah, 5 hits. Yeah, maybe not after that, but yeah, really cool. I really like that. Really good suggestion. But yeah. Yeah, and that's it pretty much. It's just those 2 little things. Yeah, I really like that move. I like it more and more. At first it looks really like weird. Like maybe I'm just used to seeing like Anna's like usual like sidestep 3. You know. And I didn't really play much Tekken 5, so like I really don't remember this move at all, but like yeah. It's a cool move. It's just, yeah, just the more that I see it, the more cool it looks. It's funny. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That store is a bit finicky if you want to go for that length, for that combo. I think there's a way of making it more consistent, but I'm not sure what it is right now. Something where you have to like really be really tight with things. I'm not really sure. I think it definitely works from the right hand side though. Yeah, it's just like from the center. Like I said way back, like when I did my Anna commentary videos, down forward 2 like leaves Anna a bit to the left, and the left is the side where like cat stance down back 3-3 is really inconsistent as a screw move. So it will work after like this way more consistently. Yeah, it's just after down forward 2 when it's like a bit weird. It's been a while since I've done any quarter circle forward 1 combos. Anyway, yeah, so cool. That's pretty much it. Like, I know this is already a long video, but I think maybe I'll play 1 or 2 matches with both characters. So I'm just gonna quickly change back to Zafina. And then I'll play like 1 or 2 quick matches with them, and then I'll call it a day. If I think of anything else, maybe I'll do another video. Or, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them. I'll try my best to answer them. If you have any suggestions, maybe you know, that we could try out, go for it. You know, just bear in mind that, you know, it may take me some time to actually implement them, but you know, but I'll have a look at them definitely. Anyway, Ghost Battle. E.Anna Williams. I really forgot how much fun E.Anna was. I think it's just that like Tekken 7 came out, and like I've just been playing Tekken 7.
Round 1.
But yeah, E.Anna's cool. Recently, I think there was a petition. Like someone started a petition, and they included my video, my combo video for E.Anna, like in the but I really don't remember how to play E.Anna at all. It's really just in their face, you know. But, yeah. Fishing for like forward 3s or something, right? That's her best whiff punish, pretty much. And like also like mix-ups. Okay, I'm starting to remember now, just thinking about it, but yeah. Yeah, someone made a petition and I signed it, and I don't know. Again, like, if I'm honest, like, it's great. It's great that, you know, that I think I forgot your name. I think it was like Cord or something. The guy who actually was, you know. I like that. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, I gotta get that out of the way as well. Cool.
You win.
Yeah, but I signed that. Yeah, and hopefully it goes through, you know, hopefully, like, you know, we go through, but like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if it doesn't go through, then that's alright. I know it sucks, right? You know, it sucks that E.Anna, you know, and other characters aren't in Tekken 7, but like, oh well, you know, like, Harada works really hard, man. Is all I can say, you know. Harada works his fucking ass off. So I guess, you know, if he doesn't implement it, he doesn't implement it, you know. I'm sure that man has like a lot of like shit on his plate. My backdash cancelling really has improved, I think. That's a really cool move. I like that move.
Get cool. Ready for the next battle.
Sidestep 3A, Tekken 5 version. Pretty cool.
Round 1. Fight.
Once again, Mr. Sadamitsu, just a good suggestion. I want to play E.Anna more. I might play E.Anna more. Like, she's just so fun. Oh god. No, why did I get up? Why the fuck did I get up there? God damn it.
Round 2. Fight.
Hey. Wait a minute. You
win.
For some reason, that was not coming out.
Fight.
Weird. One second. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties here. Like a quarter forward, quarter circle forward, 3-3 moves aren't coming out. There's that move as well. I think it's this fucking stage, it's like lagging. Okay.
You
I just want to get off this fucking stage.
Fight.
Oh yeah, counter hit launches. I forgot to mention that.
You win.
that was kind of a mistake,
Get
but
ready
like
for the next
I think it's pretty cool, so I'm gonna leave it in. Yeah, sidestep 3, like new old or old new, however you want to say it. Sidestep 3 is a counter hit launcher.
Fight.
This move is really cool. I like that move. Oh. Fuck you, Lee. Why did you?
Why did you get into Tekken 7? I didn't. You.
I'm really rusty, man. I can't remember how to play with like E.Anna at all. I think I'm gonna have to practice more from now on.
Fight.
It happens after every battle? Or is it just like quit? I can't remember. I hope it doesn't happen every battle.
Round 3. Fight.
Oops, wrong character. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. Like, the reason why shit isn't working is because I'm using the wrong character. Whoops. I'm supposed to be using Zafina. My bad. Anyway, let's use Zafina a bit. Let's go with Angel Zafina.
Get ready for the next match.
Just to make sure, actually, as well.
This is a battle you won't walk away from.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
Zafina's really fun as well. Honestly, like, why the fuck do they give us like Claudio and fucking like people like that when we had like Zafina and E.Anna? It really boggles my mind. But then again, I guess the numbers don't lie, and that's ultimately what meant the death for some of these characters. Just people weren't playing them, even though they're really fun. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I guess, like now that like while standing 1 is back to how it used to be. Oh, fucking rage is always on. 1 second. Don't make me hurt you. Ow. Did I mention I don't really know how to play Zafina? I made a combo video, like a thing with her Tekken 7 version. I don't know how to play it. Oh well.
You win.
She's definitely fun though. Really, really fun.
Get ready for the next battle. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I might have mentioned this, but like obviously because of the rage drive, down 4-3 is no longer a launch. It used to be a launch. It's not a launch anymore. Oops, I don't know what I was doing there. Ah, low poke.
You round 2.
Yeah, Zafina's cool.
Fight.
Oh, that crouch thing is cool. It's hard. Running dash 1 combo is really hard. I haven't tried Power Crush yet.
You round 3. Fight. You win.
Will isn't strong enough to change.
Fake.
Get ready for the next battle.
Zafina's cool.
Round 1. Fight.
No, my weak side.
You round 2. Fight.
Oops. Supposed to do Mantis 2-1 before though.
You round 3. Fight.
Yeah, so this is the combo that you get after while standing on. It's still pretty cool. It wall splats and does like I think it does like 44 damage or something. It's like it reminds me of like Dragunov, like up forward 4, you know, kind of a thing, where you have like it's not quite a real combo with a screw in the middle, but like it's still pretty cool. It's part of her 10 string as well, which is like really cool. Fuck you, Lars.
You win.
We were introduced in the same game, and you still managed to get in the game. Fuck you, stupid anime boy. I'm joking.
Round
Lars
1.
fans, you're cool. Okay. Julia. I was thinking about doing Julia, and I know I said that I'm not planning on doing anymore, and I'm not really, but like, and Julia would be really hard because like there's like the whole JC thing from like Tekken Tag 2. A lot of moves that she, you know, that were. It'll be the day that I decide to do Julia. I better be prepared for it. Let's just say.
You round 2. Fight. 3. Fight!
Yeah, technically you can't use rage drives or rage arts after you die, and I think Sadamitsu made a code for it, but I haven't implemented it yet. So no full break.
Round 2. Fight!
Whoa.
Round
No
3.
There may be minor bugs in the codes, you know, because in order to make perfect codes it would be a lot of work. So. But by and large it should be okay.
You win.
Will isn't strong enough to change fate.
Oh,
Get ready for the
Zafina, why
next
didn't you make it to Tekken 7? I mean, you're female. That gives you more of a chance, but
Round
I don't
1.
know. The world moves in mysterious ways, I suppose. Oh god. Little did you know that you would get buffed so much in Tekken 7, little miss.
Round 2. Fight!
Oops. Damn it.
KO!
I don't know what I'm doing.
Round 3. Fight!
1+2 is such a good move. It's just really fast and shit. Damn it. While running 3 so hard. Not really that hard, it's just you have to be ready for it. Just like I'm not right now. I love that. I love that move so much.
Round 4.
It's a bit cheap, but I love it.
Fight!
Ah, kill. Fuck you.
You win.
What the fuck am I doing?
Get ready for the next
Yeah, I need to play more.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight.
Nice block bow. No punish though. Damn it. Could have wall floated there.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
At least my backdash cancel is on point. At least on the left side. On the right side I'm a bit fucked. I guess I'm still okay.
KO. You win.
I'm having
Get
so much
ready
fun
for
right
the
now.
next battle.
God damn it. But I think I'm gonna end this soon. I don't want this to be too long.
Fight.
My explanation took long enough.
Round 2. Fight.
Downstairs, man.
KO.
Shit. I was trying to go for the rage
Round 3.
rage drive on.
Fight. Round 4. Fight.
Damn it. Shallow power dart.
You final round. Fight.
So fun!
You win.
Don't say I didn't.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, I'll do 2 more matches, and then maybe I'll do a couple more of E.Anna. But I'm definitely going to stop it before the 2-hour mark.
Fight.
Ow! Steve, you British fuck!
You round 2. Fight.
Damn it! Oh shit! I still killed him.
You round 3.
Damn it!
Fight. Round 4. Fight. You win.
Will isn't strong enough to change.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, one more, and I'll do a couple more Anna ones. And then I will call it a day.
Round 1. Fight.
That's cute, Asuka. You're gonna get me with your parries. Fuck.
KO. You round 2. Fight.
That's why I put that code in. You know, you remember how I said that like up back 3 is a useless fucking code? But that's why I did it, because you can do retreating like up back 3s like a fucking champion, and it knocks them down.
Round 3.
This is so fun. I'm definitely gonna play this after. Play by myself. Oh yeah, so that still launches, obviously.
You win.
Don't say I didn't.
That still launches the second hit. But like, yeah, but while standing 1 does not launch. Okay. So, maybe like, yeah, 2 more matches of Anna and then we'll call it a day. So let me just quickly swap over again. We'll go with Hussy Anna this time.
Round 1.
Okay, now I have to remember a completely different character, a different strategy. Okay, low poke, high poke, or mid poke. Just keep poking them. Occasionally do an explosive move like that. That's a good strategy, right? I hope. And then punish accordingly. I don't remember her punishes. What is like? Is that like? That looks like 13 frames. I'm guessing that's her 12 frame punish. Pretty good 12 frame punish. If I must say. If I must say. Oops. Okay, forward 3. Huh? Hold on a minute. Oh, it's because I didn't fucking. My bad. I have to reset the codes by double tapping Control T. Should have gotten it. Yeah. Okay.
You win.
I was like, why isn't the new Side Step 3 coming out, and why is it bounding the old one? Okay. Oops, what am I doing? Oh yeah? I have a count hit launcher too. I also have Power Crush. Fuck you, Steve.
I
You win.
I don't have time to play games with you.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright. Huarang! What do you have
Round
to
one.
say to me?
Fight. Round two. Fight.
I'm gonna do that end rip, it's the last thing I do.
Round three. Fight.
Damn it!
Round four. Fight.
I don't have time.
Get ready for the next battle.
Label Long, oh that's another character, man. He was my very
Round
first character,
one.
don't you know?
Fight.
Damn it. I blocked him, but I didn't fucking punch.
Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight.
How did I get that fucking cancel? God, Anna's so fun.
You win.
Both of these characters are so
Get
fucking
ready for the
fun.
next battle.
That's probably part of the reason why like I chose to like upgrade them.
Time to die.
Round one. Fight.
Whatever you say, sis. Okay, time to do the optimal combo now, which is it's not this, but whatever.
Round two.
The optimal combo is quarter circle forward 1. Ouch. Oh god. Oh yeah, that happens. That's a bug that I didn't mention. I did mention it in the readme, but like it happened with both Zafina and E.Anna. It's just the way that I've coded it. Like at the end of the round, if you use your rage drive, sometimes the rage activation animation there goes a bit haywire. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. Whoever's watching this. God, it's so hard to backdash cancel on the right side. Fuck. What am I doing? Yeah, counter hit launcher, bitch. Oh, I was supposed to do, yeah, that.
Round
But...
4.
Okay.
Fight.
Yeah, I finally did it! Better be quiet as well, it's like really late. Ow. Nosebleed. Could have combo. Damn it.
KO.
I don't
You
have
win.
time to play games with you.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay,
Round 1.
2 more. We'll do this one and then we'll do another one.
Fight.
I'll probably do another one of these at some point because it's just so fun.
Round 2. Fight. You round 3.
I want to do a rage art combo.
Fight.
With my lack of practice and everything, like, I doubt I'll be able to do it.
KO.
I don't
You
have
win.
time to play games with you.
Get ready for the next
Okay, one more match. I want to keep playing, but yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay, I think. Again, if you have any
Round
questions,
1.
feel free to leave them.
Fight.
All of the codes will be on in the description. Just follow the link. Tiny URL. Yeah, have fun. So you can, okay, so you can grab out of that. I just don't know the actual grab, but I might learn it.
Round 2. Fight.
Lag.
KO. You round 3. Fight.
Heihachi doesn't want me to stop playing.
Round 4.
I'm sorry, Heihachi, but I have to.
Fight.
I'll block your hell spin if I need to. Hell spin? Hell sweep. Damn it. I need practice. I haven't been using this move either. Also forward one.
You win.
Anyway, I'm gonna practice definitely. Exit. Oh, okay.
Get ready for the next
One more match, and then we'll call it quits. Against Zafina, no less.
Warned you.
Round 1. Fight. You win. Round 2. Fight. You round 3. Fight.
Oh god, the sound going crazy. Ah, I'm gonna die. Oh fuck.
You
Too much
lose.
backdash
Round
cancelling.
4.
It's about the only thing I'm good at. Backdash cancel. Ha ha ha, you can't reach me. Especially not in that stupid stance. Oh god. Oh god. I made you angry. Don't be angry. Here, take a few slaps to the face. Cool off, bitch. Now take a bitch of this combo damage. How about this power bomb? Let me do it first. Stop kicking me. God, I can't backdash cancel as well this side.
Final round. Fight. KO.
Oh yeah.
You
That
win.
was a decent like end, I suppose, considering how rusty and shit I am in general. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this. Like, I was a bit dizzy for this entire video, I suppose, because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I have a habit of recording shit really late, and I need to change that shit because it's not good for me. It's not good for these videos either. But like, hopefully, I provided you with, you know, an insightful video. There's probably some shit that I just forgot to mention. Hopefully, it wasn't anything too major, but I think I covered everything. I covered all of the moves. Again, my main focus was just to like put the ideas on the page. It wasn't to like kind of make this Tekken 7. Like, there are people who are already doing that, and they're doing an amazing job, right? But like, I'm just a casual, you know. I just do this shit for fun. So yeah, you know, and this is the fruits of my labor, if I could call it that. Like, I'm honestly, like, again, all of what I can do, I learnt off of people like Sadamitsu and all these people who like do, I guess they all do it for a hobby, but like, you know, yeah, you know, I wouldn't have done any of this without them, so like, but regardless, you know, I did make this stuff, so hopefully, yeah, you know, you guys enjoy enhanced Zafina along with updated enhanced E.Anna. So cool. I'll probably do another one of these because honestly I forgot. Ever since Tekken 7 came out, I've been playing that and watching other people play it, but like I forgot how fun, like, maybe it's because I'm playing my own creations almost. I know it sounds like such a pretentious asshole right now, but you know, it's just really fun, like playing these old characters. So cool. I'll probably do that maybe at some point, but yeah, we'll see. So cool. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it was insightful. If you have any questions as always or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, try them out. Try Zafina out and see what you think, and let me know what you think. So cool. I'm gonna go sleep now. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.